Viewer discretion advised.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Big D here, and it's time to review The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 5, titled Self-Help. Spoiler review. Please, if you have not seen the episode, go to amc.com/The Walking Dead, watch the full episode there. Come back and let's talk about it. Again, spoilers. Should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the whole episode, pros to cons, give you my top 3 moments, and final score at the end. So don't forget, every Sunday I also review Comic Book Men, and Mondays The Blacklist, Gotham, and Jane the Virgin, and etc. throughout the week. So thanks again. So first off, man, it starts, and there's a lot of great quotes in here, like, that's classified. So the bus crashes at Eugene, and the whole group are in. You know the whole group, and zombies start approaching, and this full-on attack goes where Abraham and all them start knifing them outside, and Eugene, he attempts to kill one of the zombies, and Tara ends up killing it. You know, Eugene's face throughout the whole massacre, you should say, we don't go back. So the bus is on fire, man, and they go to this bookstore, and of course Eugene and Rosita are having sex, of course, because they're in love, I guess. I don't know, it's just pity for Abraham. So Eugene's just watching them being a creeper, but also it's the apocalypse, so there aren't no rules, ladies and gentlemen. You can do that if you want, because it's America. So basically, he set up the bus. He put, like, broken glass inside the fuel tank and everything, so it's Eugene's fault that the bus went that way. And welcome to the human race, asshole. So fist bump. So they get this fire truck, and there's a bunch of these zombies start coming out. Eugene gets the water hose and just sprays them all away, which is epic. There's a huge horde out on the road. They're out of gas in the fire truck. And right there and then, you know, Eugene was like, I'm going to get you to D.C. Or Abraham, I'm sorry, I'm going to get you to D.C. And he grabs Eugene and everything. And he's like, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a scientist. And that's where it comes out, man. And he's a coward. And he opens up and tells him everything. Why he didn't go into D.C. and everything. And basically, Abraham knocks him out, man. He falls straight on the floor. It's weather confirmed whether he's even alive or not at the end. Just really broken up. So there's a flashback throughout the whole time where Abraham finds his family Eden, and they essentially got raped, like in the comic books, but they didn't show that part. Sad face. And then basically, we at the end of the flashback, at the end of the episode, we see Abraham meeting Eugene for the first time, and he says, I have a very important mission. Credits. So what did I think about this episode overall, man? Pros to cons, and then my top 3 moments. Cons. The ending. I didn't like the ending. Now, I'm not saying I like the flashbacks, but the ending exactly, like, where Eugene's running, and, I mean, that was okay, but I guess it felt so rigged. Eugene was just running so slow, and he was like, help me, help me, and it's kind of like, wouldn't he be like, hey, help me, and the way he was saying it and all of this, his voice sounded different also the way it does sound in present-day Eugene, so, I don't know, it's just, to me, I didn't exactly like the ending. It wasn't fitting to end it like that, in a way. 40% of this episode was slow, and what I mean is by Glenn and Maggie, the parts that they have by themselves, I'm not a hater of Glenn and Maggie. I like their characters. I've been supporting them since Season 2, but I just don't like their parts in this episode. I feel like they could be not there, and it'd be perfectly fine. Maggie barely has anything to say. Glenn is just finally getting a mustache, but still, nothing important, no character progression thus far. So yeah, I don't like their parts, and I didn't have no feeling for Abraham. Like I almost got teared up with the family thing, but I'm just not emotionally connected to Abraham and Rosita and Eugene yet. Maybe Eugene because he has that mullet, but other than that, Abraham's a cool character. He's interesting. He's pretty fun, and but still, I just didn't have that emotional connection. Yeah, so that's one of the cons. Now pros, the action in this episode is amazing. It's fun. Keeps you like, oh my god, the fire hose, Eugene, you know, it's just crazy, but the dialogue, I love this dialogue in this episode. I love the quotes. You see the quotes right there, you know, welcome to the human race, asshole. It's just very great writing, I think, and I honestly love that. Eugene, man, Josh McDermott, I believe, or is that another actor? Dylan McDermott, okay, no, Josh McDermott. Every second that Eugene's on screen, he steals the show, man. Eugene's such an interesting and fun character. You want to hang out with him even though that he's a liar. And it was predictable because I haven't read the comics. I've read the comics, but not up to the Eugene and Abraham arc. But I didn't know because I spoiled myself and everything. A year ago, 2 years ago, when Eugene got cast, that he'd be a fake. So I did see it coming, and it's kind of like, oh man. But whatever, Eugene anyway. I like the flashbacks. I think the flashbacks were pretty cool. I think they were necessary. I mean, honestly, they kind of were. And Abraham himself, man. Cuddlet, man. He's very, very interesting and fun. Also, all of them are fun, and he's angry and he's psycho, but yet he's keeping that Washington, D.C. thing, but all hope is gone now. But my top 3 moments and then my final score, man. Number 3, when Eugene and his hose attacks the zombies and basically massacres them. Amazing. Number 2, the bus flipping over and then them fighting afterwards and Eugene still being afraid. And of course, number 1 is when Eugene reveals that he is no scientist. Overall, I'm giving this episode a B+, secondarily a B, so solid B+. Fun episode. It had a dry feeling to it. It had a feeling that was missing. Like, I wasn't like, ah, yes, yeah. I was kind of just like, stab, okay, Abraham hitting him with a gun. But that moment when Eugene revealed it, and I knew it was coming, it's predictable. I saw it coming the whole episode. I was like, when is he going to reveal it? And that moment he revealed it, I actually was like, this is the way he says it, I'm not a scientist, the way it's revealed and how the characters and the actors portray themselves is very, very intriguing, and it immerses you in that world. So I enjoyed tonight's episode. Is it better than the Beth episode last week? I don't know, because next week is Daryl and Carol. We'll find out next week out of my top 3 of the standalone episode. So thank you so much. Feel free to subscribe, hit that like button, and also see you next week. 3 more episodes and basically for 2014. Yeah. It's Poppy with you always. Hope all of you enjoyed. Thank you so much again for joining. And Comic Book Man later.